All this week, animal shelters across Hampton Roads have been joining forces to educate the area about homeless animals looking for their forever home. Joining me now to talk about what the shelters are doing to help is Allison Facchino from the Chesapeake Humane Society and Rachel Bellis, the manager of Local Affairs Cruelty Investigations Department for PETA. Thank you so much for both of you for joining us. Let's talk about the importance of spreading the message about just how big of an issue homeless animals are.
Absolutely. We are very fortunate to be in a community of shelters and animal welfare organizations that work well together. So about 3 years ago, we decided to really promote awareness about the number of animals in shelters. Each year, an estimated 6.5 million animals enter shelters in the United States alone, and about 3.2 million of those are going to be cats and 3.3 million will be dogs.
And we're not excluded from that number here in Hampton Roads. Our shelters are always full. So how can people help?
Well, if people are looking to bring a companion animal into their home, you know, we always encourage people to adopt, go to their shelter, figure out what kind of animal suits them best. A lot of people don't realize that shelters are full of every kind of breed of dog and cat. So if they're looking for a specific breed, please check your local shelters first. If you're not able to adopt, there is always fostering that is available. Shelters are always looking for people to foster animals. And if you are not interested in doing that, please volunteer at your local shelter. Shelters are packed with animals, and they're always looking for good volunteers to go and help out.
Let's talk about what makes an ideal new candidate for adoption of an animal. I mean, you just have to have a good home, right? What do you guys look for?
Well, there are a lot of things that make a home a good one, and sometimes looking for what you would expect to be a great home isn't necessarily what you need to do. Ultimately, you want to find someone who is willing to commit to taking care of their pet, working with any behavioral or medical problems that the pet may have, just really committing to sticking with that pet for its whole lifetime.
Is there anything else about this week that is so important that's specifically for us here in Hampton Roads?
Well, I think that people really need to focus on adopting, and then they have to realize that every time someone goes to a breeder or they go to a pet shop to purchase an animal, they're really that shelter animal is really losing their opportunity to find a good home. People really need to focus on that, and we need to nip this in the bud, and also to please spay and neuter your animals.
That's very important. And I feel like a lot of people have a misconception that the animals at the shelters, they're, you know, rejected, not great animals, but a lot of them are just like any other dog, any other cat, correct?
Absolutely. All of my animals are shelter animals, and they are amazing and deserve a good home.
Perfect. I know a lot of local shelters will be running specials this week in honor of this amazing week, and we have all that information posted for you on our website, 13newsnow.com. We'll be right back.